Daily bread. How much do you really need to live? You know, Jesus owned no real estate, no form of transportation, no technology. In fact, nothing we know of beyond the clothes on his back. Simplicity. Being able to live with only what you truly need. It's hard to swallow in a society whose economy depends so heavily upon consumer spending. If suddenly everyone were to simplify their lives and only bought what they truly needed, would the engine of our economy grind to a halt? I don't know, but a lot of Mad Men marketing agents would be out of a job, wouldn't they? A story came to mind as I thought about simplicity. It's in Exodus chapter 16, as the Hebrews were in the desert on their way to the Promised Land. They were worried about having enough to eat, and the Lord heard them. Each evening he supplied them with quail, and each morning he supplied a strange substance that they had never seen before. It looked like frost on the ground after the morning dew dissipated, and it tasted like wafers made with honey. They called it manna, or what is it? Funny stuff, this manna. You couldn't store it up. If you didn't eat it the same day, it went bad. And the Lord told them to gather as much as they wanted for just one day. And there was enough manna for about half a gallon per person every morning except on the Sabbath day. There was no manna from heaven on the Sabbath because the people were supposed to rest, not gather food, and to worship. So the day before the Sabbath, they gathered twice as much to tide them over. And amazingly, the extra they took up on that sixth day did not go bad. Don't you imagine that Jesus had the history of manna in mind when he taught his disciples to pray for daily bread? Give us this day just what we need to get through this one day. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus taught us not to worry about stuff we can't control in the future, because our Heavenly Father knows what we need to get by. Jesus said, "Let tomorrow worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." When you are in the midst of some struggle and you find yourself sick with worry over how things might turn out tomorrow, let me encourage you to take a daily bread perspective. Gather enough manna from the Lord for today and leave tomorrow in His hands. Daily bread from the heart.